Let's go. 30 base.
51 to Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, Delta.
Check safety, check safety.
Ready to go. Deep rip, deep rip.
On first down, Beck. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Beck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
Back to throw. Beck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's Ross. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off-play action. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The outlaw. Bravo.
On 1st and 10. Beck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
53 to Mike. 53. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
53's mine. Check 53's mine. I know he ain't got it. Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Now to the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. 53. 53 is the money. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Protein spill. Check it out, Bree. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Go. Motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Check 15. Whip. Watch the whip. I 7, let's go. 53, Mike. No chance. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. There you go.
2nd and 5. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
A gain of 15.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 53.
throwing on first down. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bravo.
Set a tone, brother.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 53. Check 53. Yes. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Push him back. Push him back. Move back, Marcus. Move back, Marcus. Hayward. 56. Mike, 56. I'm coming for you. You must. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Love. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He finds his running back, Nixon. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Marr able to put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We've got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
18 Gators. Pilot, 64.
It's third and 1.
Two.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's a game. Let's go. That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Beck. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53.
From the gun, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now, meanwhile, over in Baltimore, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Beck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Off the play fake. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Switch up, switch up. Ready.
Off play action. Love. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
Yep, recall, 132 fight. Nice 7, let's go.
Off the play fake. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Okay. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
14.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Topper!
Big end. Hey, alert 3.
Now.
Off play action. Beck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Beck. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You know, when you go through scouting reports, you go through everything. Height, weight, speed, the whole deal. They knew that they had a 4-inch height advantage there and tried to make a play on a 50-50 ball, didn't they?
Yeah, took the shot downfield. Hey, give him credit defensively. Maybe 4 inches shorter, but able to jostle it free.
Feisty.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox, right.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. That's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Back to throw. Back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Speed driven.
Looking to throw. Back. So left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Ready.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
On the ready.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off the play fake. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go. Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Off play action. Love. And it's caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Love. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for two. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Coming.
Go.
Switch. Check.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
27,
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
80 weapon. Exit. Let's go.
On first down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Off the play fake. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I got you, son.
Mike, 53, Mike.
We got it.
Check, go! Check, 53 is Mike. Let's go one more. Let's go. Hands got let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back,
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Go.
At 25 to Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Beck, they set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Beck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Ross on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hard.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Right there, 56. It's our field. Squeeze, get in there. SOS. Check. Check 24.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.